Hello, this is a tutorial for how to create a recurring event in our online parish calendar. So again, first thing you want to do is go to our parish homepage and sign in, and then from the user toolbar to create a new event we can hit plus new event, and that will bring up a new event page. Once on this page we can enter the title of our event. In this case we're going to put in the We Care morning class and set an event time and date. So we want to pick the first occurrence of this event. In this case it's going to be September 8th, and the morning class begins at 8:45 a.m. So we want to select that here. And then it ends that same day at 11:15. Select that. Now we want to click, since this is a repeating event, we can click the box for repeat. And that's going to bring up a number of options that we can say how it's going to recur. So we can either set it to recur on a daily pattern, a weekly pattern, monthly pattern, or yearly pattern. So in this case it's going to recur weekly, and we're going to say it recurs every week and it's always going to happen Mondays and Thursdays, and it will end in the spring on May 14th, and we just hit apply. Now it will show up every Monday and Thursday from now until May 14th. Which is great, except for all of those days when they won't be meeting in between there because of school vacations and whatnot. So we want to exclude some dates, and we can click this box and pick some dates to exclude like we did to set it. Or the other option is we can choose specific dates to exclude, and in this case I think that might be the better option. They're not going to meet October 16th. They're not going to meet November 27th. They're not going to meet between December 22nd and January 4th for Christmas break. They won't be meeting January 19th. They won't be meeting February 16th. They won't be meeting during spring break, which this year is March 30th to the 2nd there. And that is all of the days. So now we've selected all those, we can just click out of that and see that all those days will then be excluded. Then we go in and we can add our event location, which in this case will be American Lutheran Church at 403 1st Street Southwest. And again, we just pick the option from our address autocorrect there that makes sure we have a proper address in there. Event cost, if this were an event that we were charging or selling tickets to or requiring RSVPs to or anything like that, we'd fit that in there. But we don't, so we can just go on to the organizer info. So Kylie Drosdal, and then put in her phone number. I'll put in the parish office phone. And you can see that the information I entered earlier is still there. So if I want, I could just click that and it would fill that right in for me. But it gave me too much, so I'm going to take that bit out. Perfect. And then there's a spot for an email or another website there. So this is the We Care morning class, and we can just describe it. Okay, so once we have our description filled in there with the information we want, we can go and categorize the event so that it shows up in the proper places in our calendar. So for our event categories, we have 5 categories depending on which kind of event it is, and it's possible to pick multiple categories if the event fits multiple categories. However, this one is just youth. And then we go down and we can tag it with the congregation with which the event is involved, and in this case that is American. There are 5 tags that are set up, one for each congregation: American, Knife River, Faith, and Bethlehem, and then also one for the parish. So we just type in the tag that we want and click Add there. The final thing we want to do is set a featured image for our event. This just makes it look pretty and shows up in the icons and on the calendar. So what it does is it pulls up a menu with all of the images that we have uploaded to the website. In this case, I want to click the We Care sign and set that as our featured image. Once we have everything filled out the way we like it, then we can go ahead and hit Publish. Now the event is published, and we can go ahead and review our event and make sure everything came out alright. So here's We Care morning class, and you can see it starts here and it repeats. If we want to see, make sure it got to our calendar, we can go back to our calendar here. And I'm going to go ahead and look at the month view, and we can see that We Care now, starting in September, I suppose, that We Care morning class has shown up right here every Monday and Thursday, and you can see it comes up and it's a little blip there with our picture and the description that we put in, and let's just make sure that some of those dates that we picked are to exclude or not, or excluded. So we can see we excluded October 16th as one of those dates, and you can see that there is no We Care morning class on the morning of October 16th. Well, thank you, and that is how to create a recurring event on the Parish online calendar.